We are just 2 days away from Mardi Gras, and you're gonna tell me we don't have a medallion?
Yeah, so I don't know. We don't have a medallion there, which is totally fine. We should have it probably tonight, maybe, or tomorrow. When this video comes out, I guess there will only be one day until Mardi Gras starts. But either way, I have some good news, I have some bad news. Good news is we're coming to check out the annual pass holder previews for the tribute store for Mardi Gras, which is pretty sweet. Bad news is I need to send my camera in to get repaired because the battery door is like unhinged, so hopefully it doesn't take too long for the repair. But I do have 2 backup cameras, so we'll totally be fine. Videos won't stop. But yeah, that kind of does stink. But either way, beautiful day today. We have sun, blue skies, a little bit of a breeze. We're in like the upper 60s right now. It feels great out here, so let's go check this out. I'm very excited. I saw it was kind of like the Legends of the Bayou or something. I saw like the sign that's been up there for a few days, so I'm excited to see what's going on. I feel like it's gonna be pretty similar to last year's, but maybe some twists. But we'll see either way. Let's go get checked in. It's still weird getting used to the music here because again, they've changed it, so I'm not hearing all of the same soundtracks that I hear since I'm here dang near 2-3 times a week, it feels like. So I'm not sure how long it's gonna take to get that adjustment period. This is nice. We have some of the like banners hanging here from all of the light posts for Mardi Gras 30th celebration. So that's pretty cool. I think we have HHN 35 in 2 years. I think this year is 34, correct? And then 35 should be next year. So that'll be cool. So we're doing 30th for Mardi Gras this year, 35th next year for HHN. It's all lining up. It looks like we are getting ready for our stage productions over here. All of our concerts coming to Mardi Gras this year. I think we're kicking off with T-Pain, so he should be here again on Saturday this week, which is gonna be pretty cool. So I'm doing this video on Thursday. Again, it should be out Friday. And then again, we'll have T-Pain. So that's gonna be a cool way to kind of kick off all the concert vibes here. I will be covering the food booths here as soon as we finish up with the tribute store. So if you guys are looking forward to that, again, we'll be showing you them here in just a minute. But it definitely looks like we have some of the decorations pretty much in store. Again, we're only just 2 days away now. So I'm guessing pretty much everything that you see in the park is going to be pretty fine. As long as I like all of the decorations here. Don't forget, this is a non-smoking area now in here. It was kind of the smoking section, it no longer is, and now I think they're utilizing it more for some decorations. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Either way, we need to go get checked in first and foremost for our AP preview. I did want to come a little bit later today. Normally opening days for the tribute store. Oh my gosh, I'm going the wrong way, by the way. I'm walking all the way over here into New York. I gotta go the other way. What am I doing? But normally the opening day for the tribute stores is like super slam packed when it first opens. So like it's kind of hard to film inside. So my thought is if I come, you know, an hour or 2 later or so, maybe, you know, that initial crowd is kind of simmered down because you kind of have that, you know, leftover from the line that kind of keeps trickling in and then eventually it kind of goes away. But I cannot believe I just did this. I'm coming over here to New York. I need to go over to Hollywood. I am a little flustered, I guess. You know what, it's been kind of a long week. You know, I've been editing. We just got back from the cruise, lots of stuff going on. So we'll just chalk it up to that and just assume that that's the case. And then we'll come back here again for the food booth. I cannot believe I just did this. Now that I have made it to the right side, we can go get checked in. And again, you can see pretty much nobody in line, but there it is, Legends of the Bayou. Let's go take a look at this sign. I'm super excited. It also smells a little bit like an HHN house. But there we go. There's our signage. We should be heading in. Let me turn this down there. All right, entrance, only 10 more feet. Feet don't fail me now, am I right? All right, so it looks like we're gonna be seeing some stuff. We have museum and gift shop. You know, maybe this is kind of like a side road, kind of like one of those exhibits over there. Bus, shuttle, and RV spots located around back. So maybe we're staying at some sort of campsite here. All right, let's go check this out. Oh, I guess we're not done. Monsters, ghosts, aliens, and more. So this definitely feels like it's gonna be some sort of like roadside attraction here. So this is gonna be pretty sweet. Gift, souvenir, swamp tours. And another view here, big sign, tribute store. I really like actually the way this is done. They're not utilizing kind of the overhang this time. They're kind of putting you on the signage here, which again, kind of makes you feel like this is on the side of the road and they're kind of pointing you in the direction. See the wall of mystery, chilling creatures. All right, let's go get in line. Let's go get checked in. Okay, the second we are looking to get in, we already have one of these like fun seats. I feel like you would definitely find this somewhere just like off the side of the road. I love this. It's kind of funny looking, but this is awesome. It smells authentic too. Just smells like you're in like a vintage store. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just went through on my own because I was like, I just want to go through and experience it and then show you guys everything inside afterward. This may be my favorite tribute store of all time. This is super well done. There's a few things that I feel like could take it away from a 10 out of 10, but has there been a 10 out of 10? But overall, this is so crazy. Sorry to kind of tease you here. Now we're gonna go walk through. I'm gonna show you everything that I saw. We're just going to experience it. This was incredible. You guys have to check it out. Okay, for real this time, we are now going in. I cannot wait to show you everything inside of the store. As you walk in, you are greeted by a giant Yeti with the popcorn buckets down here as he is striding through. That is massive, by the way. And up in the corner, we have a bat hanging out right in the corner. Right here, we have a little kind of like aqua monster there, as you can see, hanging right from the door. Oh, he's starting his audio.
Legends of the bayou. Here you'll find some of the strangest monsters and mythologies from the swamplands of Louisiana.
And that's going to go on for a minute, but we'll continue on. So we have some of the pamphlets that you might find at a tourist trap here, right? The Legend of the Bayou. We're going to have airboat tours. Let's see, we've got Hotel Anna Marie. As you can see by the looks, that is where we are at right now. The P.S. Songbird. We are going to find the P.S. Songbird all over this tribute store as well. We'll try and point some of them out. And then, oh, it's still getting mangled over there. Back in the corner, you can see the Cursed Coconut Club. Kind of looks like their logo back there. Some fun things in the background. Looks like some merchandise. You can't buy those specific ones, but you can buy some of them. And then we have Certificate of Completion. And then even up here, it kind of looks like we have different like bumper stickers you might be able to get, which may be what they're trying to advertise. And then right there, we're gonna find a lot of those. That little Yeti, they are all over this store. Look up top, you can even see some all the way up there. A few of them on display along the edge. They are showing you the wall of mystery inside. We're gonna go check that out here in just a few minutes. Then as we kind of curve around, Mega Video Rentals, you already know. And look at this, so they use monkey paws instead of rabbit feet. So that's kind of funny. I feel like I have one of these like crocodile heads at home. More of the merchandise, more of those little mini Yetis, but those are all packaged up. We have some mugs, some cups, and a bunch of fun souvenirs here. I like that a lot. Now this is what I was telling you about with the merchandise. So we have like the realistic style gator on kind of this like the acid splash or whatever they call this again. But it looks a little bit more realistic here. You've got the arches and some of the fun kind of like instruments there, some beads, things like that. Right here we have Live, Laugh, and Love, but we're using, you know, like Yeti teeth or something. We've got aliens, the Bigfoot, so it's kind of fun to see what they use here. There's some merchandise, again, just fun stuff. It definitely feels a little bit more like real, I would say. But again, it is the 30th celebration of Mardi Gras here, so that is a lot of fun too to see that they're, you know, utilizing and they're kind of embracing it. I do want to focus more on the actual store itself though, because I feel like you guys can always check out a lot of the merch and we will go over some of it, but again, more mini Yetis up there. Now over underneath a lot of this stuff or attached to it, you're gonna see these little cards. You're gonna see, so it says, you know, Honey Island Swamp Monster, you know, University of Tribute Zoology illustration, and basically it gives you all of the details on what it is. It's just, you know, fun ways for them to express things. And even over here, you can kind of see the cow skull right there. So this was from Western USA. It's a replica, remains found at a site of cryptid sighting. So that's kind of like how these all work. And here we have another mini Yeti, as you can see, attached right here. Let's see if we can show you what it looks like in here. I don't know if it's gonna focus back there. Let's see if we can get it. Kind of, but you can see little Yeti men walking. If you come down here, you see feet, and you think, oh man, we got a Yeti here. Behind this curtain, it says, what's behind the curtain? Also, one of those little water monsters. But as you pull it, it says, gotcha, museum this way. It's kind of hard with one hand here, but also look at this. A little ode to the HHN Tribute Store. Love to see that. And here's another one. So we have the photo of, looks like the swamp monster in Hollywood. You know, image captured. This kind of looks like Mel's. It is Mel's, the swamp monster at the diner. I don't know, it's just, you can like tell it's almost like campy, you know, but it's like meant to be, but it's just so good. Right here we have the chupacabra skeleton from South America. Love that one. More on display over here, skulls. We have an ancient tusk right here. Then we have the horn skull right around the corner. Take a look at this. That is the Museum of Antiquities from HHN last year. So when they were doing the stuff in Sahara Traders, that was like what they were putting on display right there. And here is the gator mouth as we continue on into the store here. And as you continue in, Legends of the Bayou stickers on some of their stuff here. And down right there, we do have the Grunch Road Monster from Crescent City. And as we kind of wrap around, we see this big foot for the Yeti, or Bigfoot. You know, they may have captured it. Not details on this one, though. I'd love to see where this came from. Now, this is kind of fun. You can come touch this. Kind of reminiscent of last tribute store that we had for the holidays. And it's meant to be, I think, like gator skin of some sort, but it does say Grunch. So touch the Grunch right here. And yeah, it feels kind of like, I assume, what it might feel like. A nice big mirror here with some small license plates on the side. Now I love these over here. So if you look right here, this says that it is the Fiji Mermaid, right? So West Coast USA beach preserved. And it looks like they found a little Fiji mermaid. That is hilarious. We have more signage from the store here. Again, the wonders of the ancient garden. So the Museum of Antiquities, again, all this stuff was over in Sahara Traders, wonders of the ancient garden. I feel like this came straight from the queue line from HHN. Right here we have some sort of wolfman of sorts. Again, you can see down here, this is the Loup-garou. I don't know how you pronounce it there, but I think this must be one of the legends as well. Another bat up there. And if you look around, right there are hidden rats again all over this tribute store. I'm not gonna be able to point them all out, but there are a ton of them just hiding about. And then right here, this is fun. So you have the Wolfman, a little signed kind of photo there for you. Look at how creepy that looks. It's kind of like a dog, like stitched together head on almost like a baby body or something. It's so weird. Now it's kind of a lot of fun. If you look over here, everything reminds me of HHN in this tribute store in a weird sort of way, and I'm just like waiting for something to pop out, and to my knowledge nothing does, but if something does end up popping out, don't blame me. Maybe I just didn't experience it, but they have kind of like fun, like jazzy open mic things and whatever in the background there for some shows. And it looks like we have the skeleton. Maybe this is from last year's as well, but I do want to point out right on that corner, that is one of the Yetis I was trying to tell you about. They are hidden all over the place here. So cool to see all this. I wonder if this is from The Darkest Steel, like the guitar down there. That would be kind of cool if it were. Also, you'll probably be blinded by this light, but there's also another Yeti right there. Very hard to tell. It blinds me too. We have a map up there with, looks like more sighting areas that they may have done. Maybe kind of sketched images up there as well. This is King Gator himself with a mouse in his mouth. As we continue around, these are some haunted dolls, and I think it's this one. Yeah, the haunted sailor doll right here is from the PS Songbird. So that one right there was from the Songbird, and they said that it kept showing up, and there's kind of articles about it. Right here is pretty cool. We're gonna go look at that in a second. More stuff on display down here. Again, I won't go over all of it just because, again, there is so much, but I highly recommend coming through. I think I've read almost every single one of them, but it is super fun to see. I like that this one, they're calling a dinosaur remain for the gator head, but this one is the crocodile skull. Don't know how they're differentiating, you know, one versus the other. Why is this one not the dinosaur and the alligator is? Also, I point this out all the time. So the crocodiles have a long, skinny, like snout, where gators have a more curved snout. So if you guys ever need to know the difference, crocodiles, again, long, skinny, teeth typically hang out the side. Gators are wider and longer, a little bit shorter as well. And they say that gators are supposed to be a little bit more friendly, crocodiles are more aggressive. I don't plan on ever getting near either of them. I love that the King Gator here, they put a little crown on him for like the Mardi Gras. Tell me that's not super fun, but it is. King Gator, found him. More photos down here of the ghost gator, as you can see right there. Now we have more on display up there that is kind of just signifying the bayou. And this is what I was telling you about with the merchandise. So we have more like cartoony style versus that like real style. So we have a gator one, same kind of concept, where it almost just looks a little bit more, I don't know, cartoony, almost a little punk rocky with the like skull or kind of a spiny bracelet there, which is kind of fun. 2025 is written on there. I like that they have the arch here too, and they could probably utilize it for both parks, or pretty much all of their parks, since it doesn't say Florida or anything on there. Now that I'm seeing the disco ball, I wonder if we're gonna have some sort of disco ball based medallion, since it isn't up yet. So maybe they're holding out on us here. I think these were $18. I actually kind of like these mugs. Look pretty nice, actually. We obviously have our full wall of voodoo down here, because why not? Always do. For pins and such, we have some pretty big ones this year. Look at the size of this pin. That is pretty massive. $22 for that one there. And then over here we have some keychains, more pins for annual pass holders. These are the ones that say the 30th on them. And then more magnets and bigger magnets, kind of the die cut magnets here. Drawstring bag with Mardi Gras 2025. Now this is pretty cool. So this is the Wall of Mystery. And when you come up here, there's little buttons that you're gonna press, and they're gonna light up the inside. So if we come over here, we're gonna come down, we're gonna press the button, and you can look inside and see what's going on. Now I do wanna show you this. So this is the Incredible Yeti, and everybody calls the Yeti the Disco Yeti from Animal Kingdom, from the Expedition Everest ride. So it kinda looks like there's a little disco going on in there. And if we turn this on, I'm gonna zoom in, hold on. So do you see what that says? It says Animate Yeti or Call Joe about parts. So it's kind of a funny jab at Disney inside of this one. If you guys are here, again, it's discoing. You have the whole part about it being broken, kind of funny. Now again, you look inside, fun little things inside of all of them as you kind of come through the wall. Just turn it on. I don't know, it's just a lot of fun, weirdly enough, just kind of like looking inside, seeing what is inside all of these. This one's kind of an ode to the HHN Tribute Store with the back there, or the Mothman is what they're calling it, but I feel like it's kind of an ode in its own sort of way. And there's kind of like the wolf, or again, you guys will have to let me know, is it the Lugaroo? Do you pronounce the P? Is it just the Wolfman? Now this is what I was telling you about with that doll. So it does say that the haunted doll returns to the family member of the original owner, and this is that doll that we saw there, and it came from the Pia Songbird that you can see down there. So it's kind of just a cool story that they're wrapping the like tribute stores together, and I think that's actually a really fun thing to do. Also, we see the legends of the bayou right here on his jacket, along with this monster that is coming out of the water, which I'm assuming is this year. I also love that there's a fish in his mouth right here. It's kind of funny. Now we get involved with the aliens a little bit. The alien shipwreckage over here. Definitely not tinfoil or anything like that. From the Earth to the moon. And it looks like the aliens have taken over the Egyptians in northern Africa down here. It looks like there's proof of alien interference. Definitely not glued on either, those faces. And we have a space crab right here, replica. Let's see, we have a crystal skull. Back there we have an alien carapace. So, love that. I like how they're just like naming it, even though, you know, there's no rhyme or reason totally. We have an owl up here. Aliens, and this is pretty fun. So we have Roswell here in New Mexico right there. So here's a map. It looks to be of maybe like the sightings that they found aliens. I wonder if it's accurate or not, where they've kind of been documented. Alien wearing more Legends of the Bayou merch. And this area is definitely my favorite. As you walk into the next section, more merchandise over here. The big kind of a tumbler, Stanley knockoffs basically. Massive cups there. Merch. Our Coca-Cola old school style. I feel like we've seen this in a number of tribute stores. They love to bring it back here. We have some hats. I really like this back here with like the lights hanging and the wind chimes. And then it looks like it's kind of like rattling either via the wind or from like a monster shaking in the woods right here. And you know, it's so funny because like they add the little touches of Bigfoot all over the place. And it's just perfect because as you're navigating through here, it just feels like you are in an HHN house. Now, I love walking into this room because this feels like an HHN house. Because you walk in, it's very wide, expansive. And then as you come over here, I thought this was like way out there. I'm like, wow, that's crazy how they like did that. It goes so far back. It's a mirror and the monster is over there. I was like, what? It threw me for a loop. I was just like lost. See, here we are. So they angled the mirror. And then over here, same thing. So they make it look like it's way bigger in here than it is. But I will say it is massive in here. And I don't know how they did it, but they managed to fit, it feels like 2 times the size of normal tribute stores inside of this one. What is also super cool, I love that they did, is right here, they managed to kind of cut this out. And then it looks like you are buying merchandise from like the tree stump right up here. As well, you could see up top, there's one of the mice or rats that they are hiding around in here. And then obviously we have our spooky like bog monster in here, kind of creeping out in. I don't know if they totally meant to, but like right here it kind of looks like they have like kind of like twigs and like tree growing out from the chest here. Very creepy, very cool. Love this. I think this is like perfect. I don't know, it's just like it's HHN, it's Mardi Gras, it's tribute store. It's amazing. We obviously have the candles, socks. Candle smells kind of similar to the rest of them. I feel like they don't have too much variation on the candle scents. More fun hats because you need to dress up fun for Mardi Gras here. More shirts, more eyes staring at us through the shrubbery and all the foliage. More of the popcorn buckets. They are $30 for these ones. I feel like they look pretty similar to last year's. I think the look hasn't changed too much. This is the new hoodie this year. I almost wore my purple one, but it was a little too warm outside for it. I do like that we have a little trumpet playing there. Universal Studios, got the gator in the background. And then right above it, we have the Spirit jersey, Mardi Gras. And again, look at this. So this mirror here, like if I'm looking from this angle, I don't see anything because it's an angled mirror. So not until we get to about here are you able to see us. So like right here, and it just makes it look like it's going forever. The way they utilize the mirror effects, just like they do in HHN houses, is incredible. Same thing when you're looking this way. So as you look through, it makes it look like this is ginormous, but it's not because it's just mirror effects. Also, they utilize little yellow blinking lights. Where'd it go? It's not wanting to blink right now, of course. But up here, that one blinks. Haha! To make it look like little fireflies are all around you. And they utilize the sounds. Can you guys just hear like the frogs and the crickets and everything? Just take a listen. Perfection. Seriously, perfection. Again, we got these like little, almost like alien weird creature things that are hanging out all over pretty much everything. Coming into this room, again, like, tell me this doesn't feel like HHN. You're like walking in, navigating through, you come into this creepy room. We have this boiling pot as they are making some sort of stew or antidote. I don't know, probably not an antidote. They don't want to help us out here. More of these little alien creatures up here, holding on to whatever those vials are. I'm sure of some toxic stuff in there. With the clock there, it says 35 day. I don't know what that has anything to do with, to be honest with you. Scroll down here with some X's in the eyes. I feel like this is stuff that we saw in the Scare Zone last year. Kind of just the chair and the boxes and the barrels and stuff. It kind of reminds me of like that Swamp of the Undead. I could be wrong, but it kind of feels like they grabbed some pieces from that. Up here we kind of have a screen that's playing. Big chair if you want a fun photo op right here. And then that's for employees. But right here we have almost like a Aaron Sinetti kind of outfit, if you will. And right here is his coat that kind of feels like that alligator material as well. Over here on display, just more just bayou-y, voodoo-y kind of feels to it. Just so perfectly well executed, as you can see some of the voodoo dolls right here. I don't know, I just absolutely love it in here. Now as we kind of finalize out into the end, I'll show you something super cool there. But again, dresser here, more vials and things up there. And then we have some of the kind of like merchandise that they do where it's not necessarily like universal themed, but almost just like whatever they're celebrating themed. So kind of like the skull crossbones. Kind of almost just looks like Dia de los Muertos almost in a sense. And then we have some more of these cargo containers. Again, it almost feels like these were in Swamp of the Undead. But look at this as we come into this last room. A giant gator head over the cash registers over there. Look at the backdrop there. Doesn't that look awesome? It looks so good. And then all over the wall, in like the netting, are a bunch of voodoo dolls. As you get closer, you can see them. And they are all over the place. It's so cool. All the way up in the corner. As you look up, you have fireflies in the night sky projected on everything. And it is pretty much all just Bayou feel with fireflies all over the place here. If you ever wanted to eat bugs in, there it is, in a lollipop, here you go. I feel like this is such a staple. Ooh, as I drop it to like southern states, I feel like they have these kind of like bugs inside of their suckers. It's so funny. And you can buy them right here. One thing I also want to point out is over here, you can no longer exit the store. This is how you would exit before. And it is not happening over here. There is a wall to prevent you from going out, but this is more of that merch that I was telling you about that kind of looks like real gator action. You have the big like Mardi Gras hurricane mugs here. You guys want those? It feels like real glass too. You have that kind of like acid splash or whatever they call that there, where none of them look the same. More of those bucket hats and everything like that over in this corner. All the fun and goofy hats over here because you gotta go wild for Mardi Gras. We all know that. And then I like this too. They brought out Bourbon Street. If you guys want a little bag that says Bourbon Street on it. I don't see anything that says Universal, but I do see, again, Bourbon Street kind of glittery. All of your fun masks and all of your fun decorations here. If you guys want to wear some of these fun shirts, looks like maybe like a skirt of sorts, and all the masks, more long sleeves. Up top, there's more decorations, and then more fireflies, which will wrap back around to our giant gator with the flickering eyeballs. Now you do have the customize your beads with exclusive 2025 at Mardi Gras charms. So if you want to customize your own necklace bead here, you can do so. And here are the different charms as they're calling them. And I think this is a good start. You know, you have Little Boo, you got a few different options here. And I think it's actually a really smart way to kind of incentivize to spend more money, of course. You know, they're $8 per charm here, but obviously you'll be able to kind of like decorate it. And I think this is going to kind of like start something here. I think people are gonna kind of do this. I don't know how, you know, popular it could be this year, but I think in the future, you're gonna buy one of these, you're gonna customize with your charms, and I think it's gonna become a thing. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but quote me, I bet you this starts to pick up in the next few years. Now every few minutes, you're gonna get kind of this dark, eerie sound, and an alligator is gonna come swimming through here, and we'll see if we can catch some footage of it.
Oh,
There he is. Ginormous here. That is big. That is the king croc, or what do they call it? The king gator. And we have one rat on the way out. I'm sure there are more. They are all over the place. And then as you leave the store, we have some more vials and candles, boxes on display. A big wheel, kind of reminds me maybe of the JS Songbird. Maybe these are all parts and pieces from it, a little treasure chest. This is the one thing that I wish they would have added a little bit more right here. I guess this is a walk path after all, so there's only so much you can kind of add, because then you kind of come out over here with a little bit more of that kind of art and decoration into the containers. So again, kind of as you leave, it does feel like they could have added a little bit more here, but I understand it because, again, you have to get through, so the more that you put stuff off of the wall, the more chances you have of people bumping it and such. So that would be the only thing that I don't love, but I get it, they kind of can't, but even if they put like a painting here or something, you know, that would have been kind of nice. But overall, I mean, this is dang near almost a 10 out of 10. Now again, that tribute store was incredible. It might be my favorite ever. It was super well done. I'd have to really go back and look. Some of the HHN stores have been really good, but it comes to life in there. It feels exactly like what it's trying to represent. I feel like sometimes you go in those tribute stores and they're trying to tell you the story and it's close, but it's not always quite there. This was perfect. I absolutely love it. Cannot say enough good things about it. When you are here, hopefully during this time of the year for Mardi Gras, check this out. I hope it goes past the Mardi Gras timeline of only 2 months because it looks like they put a lot of effort into it as well. Definitely come check it out. Really, really strong tribute store. Top contender, I'm sure. And I think a lot of people were really liking it in there. Now, all that being said, we are going to check out some of the food booths. They have released a lot of the menus and things like that, so I want to go take a look at them. I don't want to go over all of them because we're going to be here in 2 days to check out all of the booths and check out some of the food and everything like that. But let's at least go see what the menus are starting to look like, see what the booths are starting to develop. I do see Coca-Cola Market over here near Battery Park. All right, I'm coming to check this out. A lot of action going on. We have the Blues Brothers over here. Let's take a look. We have some fun lobsters and crab down here with some fish. We obviously also have, as you can hear by the music, the performance going on in front of Mel's. I like this. We have like pastries and everything inside of this. Go Crabs! It's funny, but yeah, right here, Coca-Cola Market. Let's take a quick look at some of the menu items. Banana Foster's Fizz, Peach Cobbler Smash, Pig Cocktail. Interesting choices here for sure, I'll say that. There we go, some food booths over here. Looks like we have Canada and Colombia, so I did kind of expect this to be Canada with the giant antlers up top. And now we see it is Colombia, and I think we have New Orleans on the other side. Again, I'm not gonna go over everything just because I want to save that for our actual video covering this, but we'll look at a few items here. Margarita poutine, okay. The salmon. I definitely want salmon, and I think there was 2 booths that had salmon, or maybe they did this. I thought I saw something else that had salmon. A ginger snap seems actually kind of good. Then next door we have Colombia. Let's see what kind of items we have over here. A Colombian burger. There's a really good Colombian burger place just across the street, by the way. Some chicken empanadas. You know we always get the empanadas. We love them. And then, how do we pronounce this? Pandebono? Pandebono? I don't know. We're just gonna say the bread. It's the Colombian cassava bread. That looks kind of interesting. I wonder if there's like cheese or if that's more of a dessert. Well, we do also have the Cursed Coconut Club coming here, February 1st to March 30th. So basically the entire length of Mardi Gras here. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely check it out. I think this is probably one of their better themed versions of the Coconut Club, to be honest with you. I think they do a pretty dang good job. But I just want to point one more thing out before we get out of here, and that's going to be over here at the studio store, just to kind of show you that all of the merchandise for Mardi Gras, you can pretty much get out here. I mean, you can even start to see it out here at these kiosk booths. They have some of the merch. Funny enough, I feel like I didn't even see that white t-shirt inside, but I do want to show you as we head in. You have all of your Mardi Gras merch right here. So pretty much everything that was in the tribute store, you can pretty much buy, like I said, out here inside of a City Walk. That white shirt again that I didn't see before, but all of this was in there. And there might have been a few extra pieces inside of the tribute store, but for the most part, I do feel like this is a majority of it here, as you can see. Even those fans I don't recall seeing. So it is kind of crazy. I did see those hats. Got the long sleeves over here. You got all the stuff on the wall here. Again, all these things I've showcased to you. So just so you guys are aware, anything in the tribute store you should be able to buy out here. We are getting out of here and say goodbye to the Sony ZV-E1 as it is going off to get repaired. Like I said, we need to get the battery door handled because it's falling apart a little bit there, but hopefully it doesn't take too long. We still will have our other camera, like I said, and we have the DJI Osmo Pocket, so we'll be fine. We'll still have content for you guys here, and we'll have everything going for opening day of Mardi Gras. Again, just I guess when this video is out tomorrow. But either way, if you guys had fun with me here today, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of stuff coming out for you guys. We have a lot of cruise videos still. We just released our first one on the channel. If you haven't yet, make sure to check out our time over on the Disney Treasure. Again, it's just the first day. We have, I think, like 8 or 9 videos coming from the Treasure in total, so it is going to be a lot. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me here today as we checked out the tribute store. Again, it will be open January 31st to the public and then all event long for Mardi Gras. So if you guys want to check it out, make sure to check it out over inside of Hollywood, not over at New York like I had the issue with. So either way, thank you guys again, and thank you so much for being here.